Hi, hello dear students, welcome to our channel Maths with Panindra. In this video, we are going to discuss about limits and continuity problems which are related to JEE Mains and EAMCET BITSAT questions. See here, the first question, if the symbol denotes greatest integer function, then find the value of limit n tends to infinity step x plus 2x plus and so on step of nx by n squared is equal to. If the question is asking in the objective way, this is find the value they are asking. So it is indirectly a result. It's a very important result. Let us have a discussion. Before going to discuss this one, the greatest integer function, we have we know that whenever greatest integer function step x, based on that x minus 1 is less than step x is less than x. This is the important property about the greatest integer function. But I want here step x plus step 2x plus and so on step nx is there, no? So in place of step x, I am taking here step nx. So by definition of step nx, similarly step nx lies between nx minus 1 is less than step nx is less than nx. So by defining based on this result, we have to write step nx value in this way. Similarly, but I want step x, that means n is equal to 1. If you take it here, n is equal to 1 in this, you will get x minus 1 is less than step x is less than x, n is equal to 2 you take, so 2x minus 1 is less than step 2x is less than 2x, n is equal to 3 if you take 3x minus 1 is less than step 3x is less than 3x, and so on. If you do like this till n number, that means last n is equal to n only can take, it will becomes nx minus 1 is less than step nx. That's what I wrote first only, but for understanding the purpose I wrote in that way. Now I am adding all the when n is equal to 1, when n is equal to 2, when n is equal to 3 and so on, n is equal to n, I am adding all the values. These inequalities I am going to add. So here x minus 1 plus 2x minus 1 plus and so on nx minus 1 is less than step x plus step 2x plus step 3x plus and so on step nx is less than x plus 2x plus 3x plus and so on plus nx. I hope everyone understand. So here x, 2x and so on nx. From this I am taking common x, and the rest of the terms 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on n minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 and so on n times will be there, na? So minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 and so on n times, which is less than step x less than plus 2x, step of 3x plus and so on, step of nx is less than, here also x take common, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on plus n. We know that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on is sum of the first n terms. So x into, this is sigma n, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 and so on n times, minus 1 into n times now, is less than step x plus step of 2x plus step of 3x and so on, step of nx is less than x into, again 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on, n is sigma n. In the next step, the value of sigma we are writing. So x into n plus 1 by 2 minus n is less than step x plus step 2x plus step 3x plus and so on, step nx is less than x into n plus 1 divided by 2. But our question is, by n square is there, numerator value we got it now, denominator is there now, so by n square. So in each and every term of this inequality dividing by n square, so x into n plus 1 divided by 2 into n square minus n by n square is less than step x plus step 2x plus step 3x plus and so on, step nx by n square is less than x into n plus 1 divided by 2n square. So here one of the n get cancelled, and here x into n square plus n divided by 2n square minus 1 by n is less than step x plus step 2x, step 3x plus and so on, step nx divided by n square is less than x into n square plus n divided by 2n square. So next step, x into n square I am taking common, 1 plus n by n square means 1 by n divided by 2n square, here n square get cancelled, minus 1 by n is less than step x, step of 2x, step of 3x plus and so on, step of nx divided by n square is less than x into n square take common, 1 plus n by n square means 1 by n by 2n square, n square get cancelled. After that, to get the required limit, taking n tends to infinity for every term in this inequality, limit n tends to infinity, x by 2 into 1 plus 1 by n minus 1 by n is less than limit n tends to infinity, step x, step 2x plus and so on, step nx by n square is less than limit n tends to infinity x by 2 1 plus 1 by n. We know that as n tends to infinity 1 by n tends to 0. So not only this formula, and by using sandwich theorem or property. So as n tends to infinity 1 by n tends to 0, no? So the rest of the terms, wherever 1 by n term, this term and this term goes to be 0. So here x by 2 is the remaining term, is less than limit x tends to n tends to infinity step x plus step 2x plus step 3x plus and so on, step nx by n square is less than x by 2. Why? Because n tends to infinity 1 by n tends to 0. According to the sandwich theorem, any limit lies between the same values. Therefore, by using sandwich theorem, we conclude that limit n tends to infinity step x, step of 2x, step of 3x plus and so on, step of nx divided by n square is equal to x by 2. This is very important result also. Keep in mind, dear students. This is by using sandwich theorem. I hope everyone understand. We'll move to the another question here. The next question. Limit x tends to 3, step x minus 3 by x minus 3 is equal to. First option 0, second option 2, third option 3, fourth option does not exist. So you remember that, dear students, in the given limit, whenever you got step x or greatest integer function or modulus function or fractional part of x, these type of functions are involving in the given limit. So that time you need to calculate left hand limit and right hand limit. Then only we will decide whether the limit exists for the given function or not. So first I am considering here limit x tends to 3. The given limit is limit x tends to 3 step x minus 3 divided by x minus 3. This is the question. Now I am calculating to exist this limit. Left hand limit we need to calculate and right hand limit we need to calculate. Left hand limit means limit x tends to 3 minus f of x. F of x means this function. And limit x tends to 3 plus f of x. Find out both the limits. If both the limits will be exist and equal, then only the limit will be exist at x is equal to 3 for the given function. Otherwise, limit does not exist. So now calculating left hand limit now. limit extends to 3 minus step x minus 3 by x minus 3. X tends to 3 minus, the meaning is x is less than 3. Whenever x is less than 3, in x is less than 3 means the value of x less than 3 and greater than 2. It lies between 2 and 3. So whenever the value of x is less than 3 and greater than 2, the step x value is equal to 2 point something now. So wherever step x is there, you replace with 2. So this limit will become, in place of step x, 2 minus 3 divided by x is equal to 3 only substitute. So minus 1 by 0. Anything by 0 is infinity. So minus infinity. Similar way, you can calculate the value of right hand limit or HL. Limit extends to 3 plus step x minus 3 divided by x minus 3. See here, these are the turning steps. X tends to 3 plus, that means x is greater than 3. X is greater than 3 means the value of x greater than 3 less than 4. So it should be lies between 3 and 4. So x value in between 3 and 4, if we substitute, the value of step x will becomes 3. If you take even 3.99, it will become x is equal to 3 only. So in place of step x, 3 minus 3 divided by 3 minus 3. Whenever step x is equal to 3, before that only you can calculate. Step x minus 3 value goes to be 0. So numerator itself it is 0. Step x minus 3. So numerator is step x minus 3, 0. 0 by anything is 0. No need to substitute also. So left hand limit and right hand limit both are not equal. And here this is the important step. Therefore, conclusion step, LHL is not equal to RHL. Therefore, limit x tends to 3, step x minus 3 divided by x minus 3 does not exist. This is the conclusion. It does not exist. It is there in the third option. Just once again I'll show that. So to calculate, to exist the limit, we need to calculate left hand limit as well as right hand limit. So left hand limit we calculated, right hand limit we calculated. Both are different, both are not equal. Limit exists, but both are not equal. Left hand limit exists, right hand limit will be exist, both are not equal. Therefore, limit does not exist at x is equal to 3. Hence, we conclude that. The next question, limit extends to 0, root of 1 minus cos x by x equal to, these are the options. Even here also, dear students, limit extends to 0, root 1 minus cos x by x is there. Limit extends to 0, root of 1 minus cos x by x. Even root means plus or minus we will consider. So plus or minus means two values of root we are getting. So you need to calculate left hand limit at x is equal to 0, right hand limit at x is equal to 0. and here I am mentioning root 1 minus cos x. 1 minus cos x can be written as 2 cos square x by 2. So root over sin square x by 2. So which is equal to plus or minus root 2 sin x by 2. This is about root 1 minus cos x. So to adjust this limit, we need to calculate left hand limit and right hand limit. If both the limits will be adjusted, both are equal, then only it is limit exists at the point. Otherwise limit does not exist. So first I am calculating limit extends to 0 minus. Left hand limit I am calculating. Limit extends to 0 minus root of 1 minus cos x by x. X tends to 0 minus. X tends to 0 minus. That implies x is less than 0. When x is less than 0, root 1 minus cos x you take as minus root 2 sin x by 2. You remember that, dear students. So this limit will become limit extends to 0 minus, in place of root 1 minus cos x, minus root 2 sin x by 2 by x. So minus root 2 constant we can take outside. It is in the form of limit extends to 0 sin ax by x is equal to a. So limit extends to 0 minus sin x by ax means here 1 by 2 into x we can write now by x. So which is equal to minus root 2. By using this formula, this value is 1 by 2. Minus root 2 by 1 by into 1 by 2. So 2 ones are 2 root 2's. So 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. It will become minus 1 by root 2. This is about LHL. Similar procedure you have to follow for the RHL. Limit extends to 0 plus root of 1 minus cos x divided by x. Limit extends to 0 plus x is greater than 0. When x is greater than 0, root 1 minus cos x is equal to plus root 2 into sin x by 2. So root 2 into sin x by 2 by x. Again by using this formula, limit extends sin ax by x equal to a. Root 2 into limit extends to 0 plus sin 1 by 2x by x, which is equal to root 2 into, this value is 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by root 2. So by observing, LHL should not be equal to RHL. Therefore, limit extends to 0 root 1 minus cos x by x does not exist I hope everyone understands, dear students. Thank you all of you. Once again I'll scroll down the question. Thank you all of you. Signing off, Maths with Panindra.